rise from the January 6th committee is Congressman Adam Kinzinger. Now, one of the things that a small but powerful group of the Republicans want, and Kevin McCarthy says he's going to do, is an investigation of the January 6th committee. So that's, in some ways, an investigation of you. You're one of the prominent members of the January 6th committee, and thank you for the work that y'all did, by the way. It restored my faith in the idea of a congressional committee, being useful. If they subpoenaed you and they asked you to show up, would you do it?
Well, I want to see what that looks like, but I believe in the power of Congress to subpoena. Even though all of the Republican congressmen ignored our subpoena, I believe in the power of Congress for oversight. And then, they'll have to own that. But look, I'm happy. I am proud of the work the committee did. I'm happy to put that out. We put all of it out for the American people to see. And if you want to investigate what investigating truth looks like and what it looks like to actually tell the truth and recover from a bad moment in democracy, I welcome that, because we have a great story we can tell again, which is there were a lot of men and women that held the line on January 6th, and there was a lot of rot and lies that led to that day. Democracies aren't defined by bad days. They're defined by how we come back from those bad days.
Well, so forgive me if I missed the nut of your answer. They subpoena, you do show up?
Yeah, there's always nuances. Like, I want it to be a legal subpoena.
Well, you subpoenaed them. You subpoenaed Kevin McCarthy
and they didn't bother to show up.
Meadows, right?
Yep.
Okay, but if they gave you the same kind of subpoena, and what's the difference between a legal and a non-legal subpoena?
I don't know. One's legal. I don't know the difference, but I know this. I have nothing to hide, right?
Okay.
They did, obviously.
Now might be a good time to find out if you have any classified documents in your home. Have you thought about just you probably don't, but I've checked my garage just to make sure.
That's really good.
That there's nothing there. Now, last month, the January 6th committee held their final hearing. And what is the one piece of that report that you think everybody should take away from? Because we learned so much over the course of those 6 months. And again, we're very grateful for restoring faith in a congressional committee that isn't just a circus. But we learned so much. If you could clear everything away and just leave us with one thing, what would it be?
Yeah, I think if I could leave with one thing on that, it's less about the day of January 6th. It's the fact that there were decisions made prior in the Oval Office, in the political circles, everywhere, that led to a moment when half of the country, in essence, was convinced that an election was stolen. And by the way, democracies, self-governance cannot survive if you convince people that their vote doesn't count, because they're going to feel unrepresented. This country was founded on the idea of being represented. So the one thing I would leave people with is, this is not a moment in history. This is a systemic issue that we as a country have to take hold of, tell the truth, fight by the rules, and then we can self-govern for the rest of the existence we have here in America.
Nope. Okay. What was that last meeting like? Did you guys go out for drinks? It was like job well done. You and Liz Cheney are out of there.
Yeah.
And the Democrats are all waiting for their subpoenas too. But you did your job in an exemplary way. Did you guys? I mean, I know it's a dark subject, but did you celebrate in any way?
It was a unique moment because we go into the ante room, which is the room we come out of, as the hearings start and we retreat to. And we're all just kind of standing around, and usually we kind of go our own ways. And it was the group wasn't breaking up. And I think there was kind of this feeling of this is it, right? For me, it was my last act as a member of Congress, right? For about half of the people in this committee. So it was unique. We said some really interesting words to each other about the history of this, which we, of course, meant. And then we went our separate ways, and I had a flat tire, and I had to air that up and drive home.
You literally got a flat tire?
I literally had a flat tire, yeah.
That's a metaphor.
That's a way to go out with, exactly.
Now, you all recommended 4 charges, referred 4 charges to the Justice Department of the former president, historic, as you said. What are... Sure. You have odds. Would you give me odds on whether the Justice Department actually brings those charges?
I think it's pretty... I think there's pretty good odds. I think
2 to 1.
I don't know how to do
money,
odds so well.
Even money.
Let's call it even money.
Even money, okay.
Money. Because I think, look, nobody is above the law in the United States of America. That includes that's especially the President of the United States. And I think there is no doubt, particularly when he's sitting in the Oval Office telling the Attorney General, the acting attorney, just say the election was stolen. Just say it. And then leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman. That is an insight into what he intended to do. So this is a tough thing for the Justice Department to prove, because you have to prove intent. That right there to me is a very compelling intent among many other things that we have.
We got to take a break here, but when I come back, I will ask the congressman if there is still a meaningful place for him in the Republican Party. Stick around.